Alright, what's up everybody? It's your boy Chimpact, coach of the Philadelphia Scizors. We're up against John, aka Pokemon of the Pelippers. He did not bring Tornadus or Garchomp, which I definitely expected him to bring, and he didn't bring Serena either. God, I tried to record this battle 2 times already, and I just can't breathe. So I definitely expected him to bring Tornadus because it matches up. I feel like Tornadus matches up really well against my team. I'm really surprised he didn't bring it, but he probably has his reasons. And another thing that I want to mention is that I did live cam this, but my face cam took over a lot of the actual battle. Usually I just put my face cam like outside of the battle and then just edit in, but I was feeling lazy, so I just decided to put it in the actual thing so I didn't have to edit it later. But it took over a lot of the screen, so I'm just going to have a link of my live battle in the description below in case you want to watch it live. So the game plan here is just to sweep in the Hiligo because it's Power Gem, and his Power Gem resist is Hariyama, and his Sludge Wave resist is Escavalier and this. So like if I just weaken the Hariyama a little bit, I should be fine. I have Rocky Helmet on this, and Hariyama doesn't actually have recovery, so I should be fine in that aspect. Greninja also matches up really well against his team because he didn't bring Serena. Serena with AV can take on Greninja decently well, but because he didn't bring that, the only Pokemon that can really take it on is this Cavalier and Hariyama. But like I said, Hariyama has no recovery, and if it is like Rest Talk, then it really doesn't matter because it doesn't have the same damage output, and Hariyama just dies to BULU anyway. So I'm gonna lead out with Tapu Bulu here because if he leads out with Diancie, I'm never gonna be able to get a Rocks outside of me leading out with Tapu Bulu, because if he Mega Evolves, he can always come in on Uxie, and I'll never be able to get a Rocks. If I lead out with Bulu and leads out with Diancie, the only way that he can prevent Rocks is him having Protect or him switching out, because if he stays in, he dies to Woodhammer because I'm Scarfed. So I do lead out with the Bulu. He leads out the Piloswine. I'm gonna expect him to switch out to the Scavalier, so I'm gonna pull double into my Camerupt, and the only other play that he had there was to click Stealth Rock, in case he was like a super bulky variant. I didn't run any calcs, but I expect like a Piloswine is very bulky, so it might be able to live one hit and retaliate back with like a Stealth Rock. So if you did want to do that, then the only thing that I lost by going to Camerupt was if he clicked Earthquake, and he's not going to click Earthquake on a Tapu Bulu turn 1. So I'm going to switch out into Camerupt. I'm going to go for the Flamethrower. This is a thick, fat Hariyama. Not sure if it's Assault Vest yet. It could be max defense, but I don't see leftovers, and that knockoff did a ton of damage, so I think it's max attack Hariyama. And I'm just repeatedly going for a Flamethrower because I want to deal damage to the Cresselia, because the game plan is to weaken it so that Greninja and Nihilego have a better time. And Woodhammer from Tapu Bulu doesn't guarantee to hit KO the Cresselia if it's max HP, max defense. So this battle is going really fast. So if I got off a little bit of damage on the Cresselia, Woodhammer guarantees knocks it out. Dark Pulse also 2-hit KOs the Cresselia, and then Power Gem has a chance to also 2-hit KO the Cresselia. No, it doesn't. But if I get off Flamethrower, like 2 Flamethrowers at that range, Nihilego can 2-hit KO it. So here I actually expected him, because the Grassy Terrain ended, I felt like he was going to click Earthquake. I felt like if it's Assault Vest, he might be packing Earthquake. Like it's gonna be Fighting move, Dark move, Poison move, possibly Bullet Punch for the Nihilego. So I figured that he might have Earthquake, or he might have the last move is Poison Jab, Knockoff, or Earthquake. So just in case he had the Earthquake, I didn't want my Camel to take that hit, so I decided to go to Uxie. And I know that this is his last possible turn to do anything, so in case he had Rest, I wanted to go out to Uxie to capitalize on that. And I knew that he wasn't going to go for Knockoff again. So he actually goes for the Close Combat, and I'm just going to click U-turn here. I was thinking about this play for a little bit. I was thinking about going for Psychic, but if I went for Psychic, then he gets an opportunity to go into Scavalier. So I don't really know. Like, if I click Stealth Rock, then I don't know. He might have been. He can't spin because I just deal psychic damage back to it, and then I set up stealth right again. So I don't know about that. So maybe I feel like maybe psychic was the better play there. Just knock this out, and if he wants to go to Paliswan, we just exchange rocks, which is fine. But I don't know. I just go for U-turn and I knock it out, and I go into BULU, and like this forces in the Escavalier because he has no other Pokemon that he wants to bring in. So here I'm just gonna switch out into Victini, and he actually goes for the drill run. Now this sucks because it shows that I have the Shuka Berry, and if it didn't show that I have the Shuka Berry, then he still has to play around me potentially being choiced. But because he knows that I'm not choiced anymore, he can just do this, which is click protect, which is really, really smart on his part. Like, I did not expect him to run a Protect Escavalier with leftovers, but because of the way that this team is built, I figured that I was going to weaken the Escavalier by whittling it down, because I thought that it was going to be Assault Vest or it was going to be Akaberry. The reason I think that is because he really struggles to deal with Nihilego if this is not Akaberry or Assault Vest. Because after Power Gem, HP Fire just knocks it out. Even if it's max HP, max defense, max special defense. So I figured that it had to be Akaberry or AV because he would just loosen the hill. Especially looking at this team, like he would just loosen the Hiligo. Like the only thing that he has to take a switch is Piloswine. Scald from Tentacruel doesn't really do that much. It would have to be physical. So it's really unfortunate that I had to lose the Shuka Berry there, but it had to be. He made a nice play there, and he went for the drill run on the Tapu Bulu. So if I had a Babiri Berry, that would have been really nice because I would have been able to fire off a HP Fire. But Tapu Bulu does so much damage to it. His entire team, literally everything on his team is 2-hit killed by Woodhammer outside of Escavalier. Like literally everything on his team. The only thing that could possibly not get 2-hit killed is Tornadus. But if his Tornadus is running defense CVs, then it can't deal with the Nihilego because my Nihilego will be able to outspeed it. It can't deal with the Greninja because my Greninja, it's not running special defense, so it's not going to be able to outspeed. Well, it can outspeed Greninja, but it can't take the Ice Beams that I'm repeatedly firing off on it. So I go for V-Create, and it does no damage to this Diancie. So I didn't really calc this damage, but I know that it's super bulky. So he goes for Diamond Storm there, and here I'm going to double switch because I know that he's probably not going to want to attack me, and he's probably going to go out into the Escavalier. So I pull a double into Uxie. I don't know. What is this play? What? Why did I go into this? So like I definitely... Okay. There's a way to set this up so I can set up Stealth Rock on Cresselia or something, or Tentacruel, but I had to do it. I can't set up Stealth Rock on the Diancie, obviously. So there's really not a lot of... Maybe I shouldn't have even brought this Pokemon. But I'm gonna set up Stealth Rock here. He's gonna go for the Mega Horn. I have a lot of defense investments, so it's very, very likely that I live that hit. But I ran the calc, and there's no way that you can deal 79% if you're running max attack. So he's not running max attack on this because it was either going to kill me or it was not going to kill me. So I click Foul Play there, and he has Protect. This Protect is really annoying. So I'm gonna U-turn here as he goes out into the Diancie, and I get a crit there. I'm like, what are these crits, dude? Like, what are these crits? I'm like, come on. So I'm gonna go out into BULU here, and I have to, like, I don't know how I really do damage to this Escavalier with it having Protect and Leftovers, and I'm healing it with Grassy Terrain. So I did have HP Fire there, but I didn't want to click it there because I did double switch the previous turn. And I clicked Woodhammer, and he's only at -6 health of the turn that he was at previously. He doesn't click Protect there, which I'm kind of thankful for. And I'm just gonna click U-turn here, and I go out into the Greninja, and I pull a double into the Victini, expecting him to go out into the Tentacruel. And let me just pause it right here. I literally have nothing on this team outside of BULU to deal with this Pokemon. Like, BULU is literally the only Pokemon that can OHKO this. If I go out into Nihilego, I could possibly die to a waterfall, so I don't want to do that. However, if I do go out to Nihilego, I did pressure this team a lot with the Power Gem, but Power Gem really doesn't do that much damage to this Pokemon because I'm Scarfed and not Z-move, and I don't have Psyshock. Like, if I don't know, dude, like, I feel like I'm playing this game pretty well so far, but like the sets that I'm running on the team make it so that I can't really capitalize on the plays that I'm making. So I go down to this, and U-turn is a decent play. V-create's also a decent play. So I decided to go for the V-create, thinking that maybe he goes out into the crest there because I don't know. Maybe he wants to go to crest, but I U-turn. Actually, I don't U-turn. I hard switch into Gren because I know I can take any hit, and he doesn't Mega, and I don't. This play doesn't make sense to me, but he stays here, and he clicks Sleep Talk, so he clicks Moonblast, and that's really unfortunate because like, I am an AV Greninja, but Diamond Storm would have done around 50% of this, and I would have been at a healthier amount of HP. And that's kind of unfortunate because, like, my Greninja is a lot more pressure now. I can't really use it a lot more often, so I know that he's not going to want to stay in, so I'd click Dark Pulse. And at this point, Greninja does die to Sludge Bomb, so I'm going to switch out into Sam Thinky. Like, he could have clicked a lot of moves there, like, and it still would have been really, really bad. I probably could have went out to Victini, but I don't know, maybe he wanted to click Scald and would have done a lot of damage. He goes out to Diancie here again, and I click V-create, and it does a ton. At this point, I like, something should have triggered off in my head that, like, this Diancie has Diamond Storm and Moonblast, so my max, like, near max defense Tabu Wooloo or Camerupt should be able to take this on really, really well. But I didn't do that, and he Mega Evolves and clicks Sleep Talk, and he gets a Moonblast. He's 2 for 2 on his Sleep Talks, which is a little unfortunate, but it's not that hard. So this is a play. This is a play. I hit him power because every time he's gone into a Escavalier, like, he is dead to rocks, but for the previous couple, like, against Wolf, I dominated him with entry hazards. He has a Tentacruel, so I'm thinking that he's going to want to save this Diancie so that, like, it outspeeds Victini, and it outspeeds Nihilego, and it outspeeds BULU. So you might want to use this to deal damage to them, especially since, like, he doesn't have a V-create switch in at this point. So, like, I don't know if he knows that I'm not max attack on the Victini, but I've been clicking nothing but attack, so I don't know if he knows. Like, he saw that I was Shuka Berry, but he doesn't. I don't know if he knows that I'm not max attack. I have no attack investment on the Victini, but V-create is such a powerful move. I don't know if he could calc the damage properly, because it's kind of awkward to, like, think that why is he running V-create without attack investment. So I go for HV5 there, expecting the Escavalier to come in. This is an awful play. This is absolutely awful. I 100% should have just clicked Seed Bomb. But the Diancie lives, and I'm forced to go out into this Pokemon, and I click Power Gem, and I reveal that I'm Scarfed. Like, this is just so bad. This is just so bad. Like, I could have just killed this Pokemon without without a problem. I could just Hornleash, force in the Pilot line, and just start clicking Recreate, and still have my BULU in the back to deal a little bit of damage to the Escavalier or the Tentacruel or the Crest. I don't know, but no, and this is just bad. So I click V-Create, and this is that was max attack from the Pilot line. So this is no attack, Victini. I probably should have. I don't know. I U-turn here, and he goes for the Stealth Rock. This is a good play on his part because he can take the next hit, and then he is able to Ice Shard me later on. But it doesn't really matter because I don't even know if he had Ice Shard, but like he probably does have Ice Shard because like what moves are you gonna run? Ice Stab, Ice Normal Stab, Earthquake, Ice Shard, Stealth Rock. That seems like standard, but I click Water Shuriken here with the Torrent boosted Gren. I think I had a 21, it's 42, 36. So if I got max rolls with the Water Shuriken, I think I had a chance to knock out the Piloswine with 2 hits, but 3 hits is also likely. So here I need 1 flinch, and I think I can win the game. Because if I flinch this, then I can Power Gem the Crest to beat it one-on-one with Nihilego, and then I'll deal chip damage to the Escavalier to where Surf from this knocks it out. Or if he just goes straight out into the Escavalier, I can just Surf and then Power Gem, and then Power Gem will beat the Crest one-on-one. So if I get the flinch here, I can win. And if I don't get the flinch, then Nihilego can come in and start beast boosting against his entire team. So I'm fine with this. This is a V on my Greninja, so I don't know if this was a roll or not, but I do know that if he's running max special attack, it does 14.9 minimum. So like he also had the chance to burn, so there was that. But I also had the chance to flinch. But so now I'm gonna go to this, and I'm going to click Power Gem. Maybe he expected me to click Psyshock there, but he knows that I'm Scarfed. Or maybe he's not running max special attack on the, or max speed on the Dynasty. I don't know. So I'm gonna repeatedly click Power Gem. He clicks Psychic, which is odd, but because Psyshock is probably the better play, but maybe he wants the defense drops. So these are really weird rolls, 35 to 30, but I get lucky with the last roll. And here I need to crit, because if he killed my Greninja with Tentacruel, then he's probably going to be able to kill my Camerupt with this. So I have a play here, and that is to switch out to Camel on the Protect if he wants to go for it, which is kind of a choke, because if he protects as I switch to Camo and I speed EVs to outspeed this, then I click Earth Power and Power Gem sweeps the rest of his team. So I'm thinking that he has to. I could switch to Camel on an Iron Head. But I don't know. My Camel doesn't even have speed, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm thinking that I have to win on the crit because my Nihilego is modest, but I'm thinking that this is running a lot of Spadef. So I need a crit here, and I do not get the crit, and he clicks the Iron Head. Iron Head did make sense. Like, it makes sense if he's running speed on this Escavalier. If he's not running speed, I don't think these plays were consistent. He clicks Drill Run. It really doesn't matter if it misses because Tentacruel destroys Camel. Last thing I want to mention is that I'm not making a team builder on this because this battle, it made me so angry. Because I played this game so badly. Like, normally when I go into a game, have a game plan of what I wanted to do, and in this game plan, I did like, let's say I actually clicked Horn Leech with my BULU or Seed Bomb against the Scavalier. It as you saw from the Woodhammer, it did last time. Where's the Woodhammer damage? It did 23%. Imagine if I got off that damage off on this Escavalier. And wasn't in it. Like, I would still have the BULU to sack as well. So, like, this I don't know, man. Like, I didn't play this game well. And I'm very angry at myself for playing this poorly. So, against Lars, I cannot lose against Lars. I will not lose against Lars. Unless I get hacked. And even if I get hacked, I will still win. Like, this isn't an empty promise. Like, this isn't one of those things where, like, I know the result of my game versus Lars. I haven't played Lars yet. I play him Thursday. Today's actually Sunday. It's actually 8/11. I'm actually uploading this at 8:30 p.m. This is no empty promise. I'm going to beat Lars. Lars, if you're watching this, I'm going to beat you. You are going to lose to me. If I lose to you, oh my god, that'd be super embarrassing. But I'm going to beat you, Lars. And Gator, I'll probably. The goal is to be 9-3, and Gator can hand me that last L. 8-4 is fine. 8-4, I could lose to Asher, I could lose to Wolfie, I could lose to Nick or Stevo. But 7-5 is mediocre. I will not be mediocre. Last week sucked. Double para, as he doesn't get parried at all. It's like less than a percentage of happening. Less than a percentage chance of happening. And it happened. That will not happen again. It's not possible for that to happen again. So all the bad luck it's already gone. It's already gone. This battle will not happen again. I will be focused. I will be ready to play. God, I don't want to upload this battle, but I have to. Doing post-coms really sucks because I just saw from the battles, like, I was just going like, if this happens, then I can just win. If this happens, I can just win. If this happens, I can... Like, obviously, when I'm saying that, it just means that I lost. So I'm sorry for potential spoilers to the people that are watching this battle, that were watching the battle and were like, dang, should I lose this? Like, yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Check out Pokemon. He played this game. I don't know, he played the Hariyama weird, but he destroyed me with Diancie. Like, in this game, the player who played worse lost. And I played awful because I decided to I decided that this was a play. I told myself this was a cool move. It's just why go for this play when I have the rocks up? When I have these, I don't know, man. But the grassy terrain was up, so the Victini was healing a decent chunk. Like, it didn't do that much damage to the Victini anyway. He had no V-create switch in. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, even if he protected with this, my Victini is also healing with grassy terrain, so I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry for losing. I will not lose again.